Now, wonder shall never end. I keep asking how far these people are willing to go to actually fulfill their personal ambitions, not thinking about the people. Now, you ask me why I'm saying this. There is a plan to replace DATTI and merge Peter Obi with EL-RUFAI, creating a new political party against Tinubu in 2027. And unseen power brokers are the ones that are trying to throw this out there to their hearing, suggest it to them, bring it out so that they will have a choice. And they have reasons why they are saying this, but we know if a layman read that thing, he will believe that it's for the right reasons. But we know what they are playing at. And God forbid that Peter will be join hands with EL-RUFAI. I would rather Tinubu remain in that position. I would personally go and vote for Tinubu. I would rather Tinubu remain in that position for 20 years. DATTI is not going nowhere. And he has made it very clear today, because while they are orchestrating their own evil plans, DATTI is going out preaching the message of the vision of Obi and himself. He was in Sokoto today in Vision FM, where he actually talked heavily about the condition of the present situation of the country, the policies that are being made and everything that is happening, and then went further to actually outline the vision, the plans for DATTI as usual. And DATTI we know, EL-RUFAI we don't know. I'm going to be showing you everything, and then we'll have time to talk about that. But before we do that, let me quickly say this. Now, we've been talking about all the removals of subsidy and all that, and a lot of people think we come out to complain too much. I want to say it as our principal. Our principal will always say, Peter Obi, he said, I am not desperate to be president. I'm desperate to see Nigeria work. And that is the slogan I believe. That is on that footmat is what I trade upon. I am not in any way praying that Nigeria should not work. We are always praying that the whole thing should be better. And that is why I want to show you how terrible this thing is still going to affect the country. Let's quickly listen to it and then we'll continue.
There are shopping malls there. There are businesses that will suffer this band-aid policy. That is not their own business. They think that by just removing that, they will be able to remove $2.something billion subsidy on power. This is not what the government should drive at. What the government should drive at is how to properly improve and create an enabling environment where business and small and little scale businesses can thrive and then grow gradually. And it is these small scale and middle enterprises that are actually the mainstay, even in the United States, in India and every other country, and China is the mainstay of the economy. You are not talking about big global industrial units, but in this small unit, you are now increasing by over 300% from 66 naira to 225 naira per kilowatt. This is not even, it has lost the face of human policy.
Now you've heard him, right? That is basically what we are saying. Find a way to fix the power sector and leave all these things, these shenanigans we are throwing around. It's not helping anybody. This is what we're supposed to be doing. As I day here, if Nigeria work, I will be the first to come announce and here. In as much as I know that I am not a fan of Tinubu whatsoever, and I know that it was a crooked means that brought him into power. If he does something that I see is right and it has reduced the sufferings of Nigerians, I'll come out and say it. Because the suffer, they touch everybody. It's touching the northerner, it's touching the southerner, it's touching the easterner, it's touching people from the south, from the north central, everybody the receiver. The southwest, the receiver. There is nobody that is not at the receiving end of this suffer. And then, it doesn't matter whether you're a Peter Obi supporter, an Atiku supporter, a Tinubu supporter, all of us did this mess. So if the country is in a mess, it's all of us that are reaping the mess. And there is nothing we can do. 4 years he's going to spend there. And that is why we keep calling him out and saying this is the wrong move. Now, a lot of you will say, procure solution now and stop complaining. You have to complain. And then that is how solution comes. Solution comes from, okay, this thing you are doing is not the right way. Let us find a way to do it like this. I will keep saying it. I say one of the biggest qualities of a leader is to have a teachable spirit, is to have the ability to learn. And that is why I stand with Peter Obi always. There are countries that have been able to move these things forward, these sectors forward. Have you ever sat down with them and said, okay, let us study how they actually did this, and then let us try it. Let us do something. Countries in the world now are not talking about how to remove subsidy or whatever it is. They are talking about, they have gone further. We are here dragging 20 hours of electricity we can't even get, and then they pull out subsidy and they are telling us how they are about to kill us finish with tariff. People have gone ahead. African countries are moving with speed of light. See Egypt. Learn from those that have been able to achieve these things, and then put your own into practice. Before you know, you will start doing it. But no, they are looking for how to manipulate it now, how to bring their person, a bandit, into power. Let me give you everything that is happening. And first of all, I'll even show you DATTI's, media session in Vision FM this morning. And then I'll further show you what they are saying, and then we'll come back and wrap it up. Please watch this. Now, he actually spoke in Hausa, but I'm just going to translate. What he was basically saying here was about Peter Obi and himself, a little bit about their vision, and then appreciating the people, that it was not by their power, it was not by their money that the people accepted them the way they did for the past election, but it was just the people that decided to accept them. So they appreciate, and he went further to talk about the vision of his vision with Peter Obi now ahead of 2027 and all that. It was an interesting conversation with him. Now, this is what 99% Oppressed revealed. He said, see the combo they are secretly proposing to unseat Tinubu in 2027. But this one is a bitter pill to swallow. Peter Obi as president, El-RUFAI as vice, new political party. Let me basically read it as he wrote. He said, in Nigerian politics, they are unseen power brokers. They check the strength and weaknesses of candidates before forming alliance. From a very reliable source, I was informed that Obi and El-RUFAI combo that is being proposed is the only formidable force that can flush Tinubu out of power in 2027. That is why it is being considered at the moment. According to what I gathered, the power brokers believe Obi has a cult followership, great general love, acceptance, and political strength to pull massive votes around Southeast, Southwest, and South-South, and around some North-Central states. But he needs a formidable force to sell and divide his candidacy and drive his candidacy into the core North states. Firstly, a hardline Muslim with political strength to market Obi around the KKK states in the North, so he could be accepted. Secondly, someone who is well educated and smart enough to checkmate Peter Obi because of trust issues between both regions. Thirdly, someone who will automatically succeed Peter Obi to become president, banking on Peter Obi's political support. They found the person in Nasir El-RUFAI. The plan is to adopt another political party and see to the reality of this plan. It is left to both men to either accept or reject the proposal. In 2023, the Obi-Kwankwaso combo did not work, as both men wanted to be president. Kwankwaso refused to be vice under Peter Obi's candidacy. Now, this is basically what he exposed. Let me pick some reactions and then we'll get back to the video. Now, Pure Stanley said, OBIdients say no to El-RUFAI. We as the well-meaning Nigerians, we wholeheartedly reject this plan. We can't have a genocidal being a vice president to Peter Obi. The Royal Spotlight said, we know Obi DATTI, we don't know Obi El-RUFAI. Thank you. Then we have one more. Moving Trend said, to those obedients giving life to their useless, unreasonable, poor hint on an impossible evil alliance between my principal Peter Obi and one of his direct enemy on personal and political level, Little Finger EL-RUFAI. Uncle Datti was in Sokoto this morning to preach OBIdients for new Nigeria. These are some of the reactions, and let's get back to the video. Now you've seen it, right? Thank God you saw the reaction that went with it. Peter Obi will never accept that. Is a measure that is not even acceptable. Yes, with Peter Obi, it will be good for Peter Obi to have a new party. I am one person that says, okay, yes, since he's in Labour Party, let's just keep enduring there and see how it goes. But I'm still one person that says, as time goes on, with time, the obedient movement should have their own party. Let us bring it. Let us create this structure we have. Let us start making it real. What happened in Senegal? Let us have a party where all of us will be members of that party. People that want change, proper change. And let us start building from there. Because we can't keep waiting every time and shouting on Twitter. No. There is supposed to be mobilization in the grassroots and all that. But you see this thing they are calling EL-RUFAI and Peter Obi is not going to work. I would rather, that is my own take, I would rather go there, stand in front of the ballot. I will pick Tinubu's name. I will stamp for him. Because I feel that when we are talking about people with integrity, competence, I think Nasiru EL-RUFAI is not one of them. That one is another talk here and do a different thing. That is what he does. He makes too much noise. And then he will now go and carry out its very serious haste. Look at what he did in Kaduna State. Left the state in heavy debt. This is a man that was literally cursing other governors for actually leaving debts in the state. And when you came, you collected the highest and close to when you were leaving. So what was your plan? If there is any presidential ambition, that if he's not seen any presidential in 2027, if I see him poster for presidency, I know saying that morning and there follow. Left the state in huge debts. The present governor is crying. That is what we are seeing in the system. So there is no way. There is no way. We love DATTI. Yes, he might not have that huge presence in the north. But let me tell you something. It's gradual. Now, gradual process, you will reach there. A lot of people say not, no, they decide, good luck, Jonathan, no bid, not, no vote for him, but he won the election. If they didn't rig all the rivers and the remaining places in the southwest, Peter Obi would have flogged them hands down. It was because of the criminality that went on all over those places. We knew clearly that the north would be a problem for us. So we won the north central, we won some places, and then they had to start manipulating results in Lagos State, manipulating results in River States and the likes. Edo, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, everywhere. If not, it would have been hands down. So don't tell me the North decides election. They have never. In fact, they have too many people that are so ambitious and greedy enough to want to have that position. So there's going to be serious divided votes. And we have seen it. Anyway, this is my own take. I would love you to drop your own in the comment section. Is EL-RUFAI and Peter Obi a better match than DATTI? Please let us hear what you have to say as an obedient. And then please subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be the first to be notified. I'm obedient and I'm useful. I hope you are. Fingers crossed. Let's keep holding them responsible and see how it pans out. God bless you. I'll see you next time.